I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a long fortnight of anticipation, but kickoff of Super Bowl 51 is just about upon us. For these players and coaches, it's the culmination of a lifetime of dreams. Which team will lift the Lombardi Trophy? We're about to find out. It's the Browns going up against the Falcons. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
They will run again with Coleman. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now the former Illinois man, it's Josh Ferguson. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
The play clock's running down. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Second and goal to go now. This is Coleman, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jacob Tamme from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down throw for Kessler. And his first pass is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Play fake to Johnson. Now Kessler. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnage, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Uh-oh, Charles. Now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Back to the Philly. Here we go.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Ryan. Try to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 56 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. A good pickup there, 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Kessler now on first down. Screen play, Johnson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And that is incomplete. So pass interference, partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
Kessler now to throw. Pass incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and that'll bring up second down. And really, Charles, a great job by the defender there to get a hand on the pigskin.
Just as the ball arrived, the defender swatted it away.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Detroit! Set! Blue, landed! Detroit! Green, 39! Green, 39!
Snap comes at 1. Kessler dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
No, check. Here we go. Watch it now, Marty. 3-19. 3-19. Philly, here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at the last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Kessler to throw for it on fourth. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Gary Barnidge from 3 yards out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And a cut to the sideline.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you, and anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Coleman. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go to Johnson again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And ready for 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Kessler. And this is going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. Now 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He'll look to set up his blockers. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down. Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Second and 10 now. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. A good pickup there. 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's second down.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback is dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well. They're just trying to think of ways for it not to happen again.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Shreds the tackle. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on first is Kessler. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Kessler now to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A first down carry here for Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
second down. Here's Kessler. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Throwing is Kessler on third down. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On third down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Kessler looks to throw on second down. Screen play, Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Looking deep. And he rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And the Browns getting set to go. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you worked on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached intermission in what has been a back-and-forth Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As they'll start at the 21-yard line. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a good game. It's a pickup of 21. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's all.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, Kessler. Under pressure, they got him again. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. After to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on third down.
Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Let's go. Blue 90.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football in the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
And Parkey's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So make it 3 field goals for him now, and this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Third and 2, now Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Josh Ferguson, 27 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air on second down. It's Kessler. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Play fake to Johnson. Now Kessler. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake to Johnson. Now Kessler. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now Kessler on the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Play action. Kessler. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice. To help in run support, he's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. It's Coleman here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points
big time.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Now Kessler on first down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
All right, now, look at 56.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Kessler throwing on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Kessler wants to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They direct snap it to Drake. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Second down following the run.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
On second down, here's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Play fake to Johnson. Now Kessler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Throwing is Kessler on third down. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it brings up fourth down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This will be fielded at the 17. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw on first is Kessler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Play fake to Johnson. Now Kessler. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19 now, Barney. Leopard.
Here we go. Kessler on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. They come out here in the eye. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he is going to... Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And on the ground they go with a running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. They come up in an offset eye. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Ferguson. And he gets it down to the 32. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. 2nd and 10. Here's Kessler again. And throw right side complete to Parker. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Defensively, sometimes they talk about getting a hat on a hat. Well, there they got a hat on a hat blocking offensively, allowing that running back to get in the end zone.
And the defenders were trying so hard to get off of those blocks to get to the runner, but they were never able to do so. Well-executed play by the offense.
Down to the 25. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. On second down, here's Ryan. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. the journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.